Hi there, I'm just going to give you a short demonstration of an electronic cigarette. So for those of you who don't know what an electronic cigarette, this is the packaging that it comes in. Obviously you get different types of packaging, but an electronic cigarette is an alternative to smoking a real cigarette, but without any of the dangerous chemicals that you would normally find in a normal cigarette. So in the packaging, the typical packaging contains of obviously your user's manual. That's your user's manual. You also have in here, you have your this is your charger. So you get two batteries with your electronic cigarette, and you get a mains charger. So that's your mains charger. And comes your plugs goes in there, and your electronic cigarette goes in that end, and you charge it up. There's a little indicating light on it that turns green once they're fully charged. So that's your charger. Also in here you have your power lead. There we go, there's your power lead. 3-prong power lead, that just plugs into your socket in the wall. The other end plugs into your charger, and you charge up your electronic cigarette. Also in the kit you have your extra nicotine refill cartridges. That's your refill cartridges. In there's an assortment of cartridges ranging from high nicotine to zero nicotine. So if you're planning on using the electronic cigarette to try and cut back on smoking, then you would go from a high strength to a medium strength, then to a low, and then obviously to a cartridge that contains no nicotine. Right, so then we get down to this bit. This bit contains your spare battery and should contain your complete cigarette. Okay, so we'll open this. There you go, there's your complete cigarette with its battery and its nicotine cartridge on the end here, and in the other part you have your spare battery. That's your spare battery, and that just screws on to your electronic cigarette. I'll show you how that works. The cigarette comes in 3 separate parts. So you unscrew that. That's your battery. Okay. And this little bit here, if I just take this off of here, this bit here is your atomizing chamber. Now on here you have 2 little inlet holes. When you suck on the electronic cigarette, what actually happens is that you're sucking the air in, where it travels through the chamber, it gets vaporized, and on the end here, this little wee bit on the end, that is your nicotine filter. There you go, and inside there you have your nicotine. This is the only thing that an electronic cigarette has in common with a real cigarette. There's no tobacco in here, there's no glue, there's no paper, there's no carcinogenics that you would normally find in a normal cigarette. That is it, your nicotine. Now that's your cartridge, that goes into the end of your atomizing chamber. You then put the cap on the end there, and that screws on to your battery, and that is it, as simple as that. Now this is what's known as the Super Mini electronic cigarette. Now this is what happens when you smoke on it. Watch this. And there you go. Now what you're seeing there isn't smoke. It's just a vapour. There's no dangerous chemicals in that. This can be smoked anywhere where it's currently illegal to smoke. You can smoke these in nightclubs, you can smoke these in pubs, you can smoke them on the train. They won't set off fire alarms because there is no carbon monoxide in there for a fire alarm to detect. So there we go, I'll give you another demonstration again. Look. And that's it. So that's it, there you have it, that is your electronic cigarette. Okay, thanks for watching, bye.